Today we're looking at body, advanced vocabulary again. So there are a lot of expressions and collocations we need to look at today. First of all, let's look at ways of walking. Obviously there are many more, but these were the first ones which came to my mind. Limp, first of all. Limp is what you do when you have an injury to one of your legs. So you don't walk properly, you limp. Okay? It's a verb and a noun. A limp, he had a limp in his left leg, or a verb, he limped all the way home. Hop is when you jump on one leg, like this, you hop. Stumble is when you are falling over. If you say you stumbled home, it means you walked home falling over many times and maybe going left and right, so you had some problems, certainly. Sprint and dash both mean run very quickly, so as quickly as you can. Let's look at ways of looking now. If you glare at someone, it's usually an angry stare. It's not always, I agree there are some exceptions, but usually glare is an angry look at someone when you're angry with them. Gaze, on the other hand, normally means that you're fascinated about what you're looking at. You could gaze at a painting, you can gaze at the stars, like astronomers, they gaze at the stars and they're fascinated by the stars. So it's often very positive, gazing, and if you're gazing at someone, usually there's some kind of love there. Staring, we often say it's rude to stare. Stare just means look only at one person and not take your eyes off them. Just keep staring and staring and staring at that person. It could, I suppose, be positive, but usually it's for a negative reason. Okay, glance and glimpse both mean see something very quickly. So if you glance at someone, maybe you look over your shoulder and you glance at someone. Or maybe you catch a glimpse, and it's very often used like that, it seems to me, this expression, catch a glimpse of. I caught a glimpse of my friend, my old friend the other day when I went shopping, something like that. You saw them very briefly on the streets, but you didn't see them again. Okay, scowl and frown are both very similar, and they mean this. They mean look at someone in an unpleasant way, perhaps because you're annoyed or irritated about something that they've done. So you normally frown or scowl at them when they've annoyed you, when someone has irritated you for some reason. Okay, and to leer at someone means to look at someone often in a sexual way, and it's a dirty way that you don't really like. This is usually used negatively. When somebody leers at you, they look at you and they're interested in you, but perhaps not for reasons that you're very happy with. Okay, let's come on to pout your lips. This is usually what girls do, but it's when they move their lips in order to look more attractive. A grimace is, I put it here with mouth, but it's the whole face, and it's when you do that, but it's very often around the mouth, it's focused around the mouth, and it's when you're so disgusted by something that has happened that you physically react to the disgust and you grimace like that. A grin collocates very well with a smug grin, and it's a type of smile, but it's not necessarily a positive one. It's a kind of one like this, and so very often we say smug, which means self-satisfied in a negative way. A smug grin, when you're all pleased with yourself, but for some kind of negative reason. Okay, giggle is just hee hee hee. It's that noise of laughter which children usually make because they find it hard to stop laughing. Okay, some more now. Verbs again. Sigh is just that's a sigh when you're. It could be from relief, a sigh of relief when you're thank God that's over, or it could be because you're tired with someone. I'm so tired with your behaviour. Okay, yawn. When you're bored or you're tired, you yawn. You cough. You sneeze. Achoo. You stretch your arms. Yeah, stretch. You could stretch your fingers as well. Something like that. You usually do this in the morning after you yawn. You wake up. You stretch your arms. Shake hands. It means that. Let's shake hands. You can also shake your head, which means this. You say no. But you could nod your head, which means this. You say yes. You could shrug your shoulders, which just means like that. I don't know. Shrug your shoulders. Normally when you're saying, I don't know. Fold your arms, which is hard to do when you've got these in your hands, but it means this. The same as cross your arms. But you could also cross your legs. If you're sitting down, you put one leg on top of the other, you cross your legs. You can bite your nails. You can pick your nose. Not very nice, I won't show you that, but obviously lots of people do it. Clench your fist, which means make a fist. Clench your fist, like that, when you're angry. Point your finger. I'm pointing at this word. Look, I've messed it up. Point your finger. You can also tap your finger. You can also raise your eyebrows in surprise. Yeah, it's when your eyebrows go up, usually because you're surprised, or perhaps it could be some other emotions. And scratch. Yeah, scratch your head. Scratch because you've got an itch, you could say. An itch. Itch is when you have an unpleasant sensation which needs to be scratched. So if you get bitten by a mosquito, usually it itches. The bite itches. So it's a verb and a noun, an itch or to itch. And so you scratch it. You scratch the itch. Okay, on to some last expressions, collocations. If somebody bears a striking resemblance to someone else, it means they look like that person. They're very similar. They look exactly like that person. If you disguise yourself as someone, a disguise is to put on a different appearance. So if you disguise yourself as a policeman, you dress up like a policeman. If you disguise yourself as, I don't know, a soldier, you dress up as a soldier. Okay, a blank expression means an empty expression on the face. So if I ask a student the answer and they look at me with a blank expression, I guess that they don't know the answer. So a blank expression is an empty expression, like a blank sheet of paper. A dazzling smile means a fantastic smile, a wonderful smile, certainly nothing like a smug grin, very, very different from a smug grin, a dazzling smile. An evil smirk. Smirk is a smile, but it's an evil smile. So it's like you can say an evil grin as well. It collocates well with evil, an evil grin. But smirk is very often, yeah, an evil smirk. Grin and smirk, I suppose, are very similar. Depends on the adjective. A cackle of laughter is that would be a cackle of laughter. And if something is gorgeous, it's very, very, very attractive. It's a strong adjective for beautiful, gorgeous, and we use it a lot. We can call it's a gorgeous day, or it's gorgeous weather, or I love that new dress, that looks gorgeous. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you.